What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So last night, we had Mexican undefeated, now still superstar title contender, Vergil Ortiz Jr., who going into this fight with Bohachuk for Bohachuk's WBC interim junior middleweight title. Vergil Ortiz had knocked everybody out. 21 wins, no loss, no draw, 21 wins by way of knockout. And for the first time last night, he went the distance with Bohachuk, who already had multiple losses on his record. They were familiar with one another. They were sparring partners. And he went the distance. But he got beat up in going the distance. That's just the truth of the matter. He got beat up going the distance. He got dropped in the first round, dropped in the 8th round. Now, they tried to minimize those knockdowns as much as humanly possible. They tried to tell you it was just a flash knockdown, slip knockdown. The truth of the matter is Vergil Ortiz was getting hit with big, clean punches all night long. Now, he had his moments, no doubt. He hurt Bohachuk multiple occasions. Even in the rounds he got knocked down. But Bohachuk dominated the control of distance and the pace of the fight. He dominated that area. Even when he was hurt, he never stopped controlling the distance and the pace of the fight. Now, no fight is perfect. So there was moments where Vergil Ortiz controlled the pace of the fight and the distance. But for the most part, Bohachuk controlled the distance and the pace of the fight. He pressed the fight. He brought the action all night long, right? And he hurt Vergil Ortiz multiple times, and he couldn't miss with the right hand. He simply couldn't. Vergil Ortiz is a high-profile, high-class fighter, so of course he's going to have moments. But he lost last night. And they are trying to schedule a fight with the pound-for-pound king, Terence Crawford, who is a 4-division champion, 2-division undisputed champion, and he's the reigning WBA junior middleweight and soon to be WBO junior middleweight world champion. He's going to be the unified champion. So with that said, His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh, who backs and funds Terence Crawford, Turki Al-Sheikh is trying to make Vergil Ortiz versus Terence Crawford in February. He wanted to make Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez in February. Canelo Alvarez refused to fight Terence Crawford. So His Excellency said, listen, you know what? I'm backing up off Canelo Alvarez. We're going in a different direction. And obviously he was there present with Golden Boy Promotions, CEO, founder, and 6th Division world champion, iconic Hall of Fame superstar boxer, Oscar the Golden Boy De La Hoya. And he essentially put Oscar De La Hoya in a position in that interview they had at the fights, where he said, can we make Terence Crawford on the spot and Vergil Ortiz next? And Oscar said, yeah, for sure. But Tim Tszyu is in the mix. He said, Tim Tszyu is not on the map. He's not part of the plans. Can we do Terence Crawford and Vergil Ortiz? Oscar said, yes, let's do it. He said, but not just that. We want to do Shakur Stevenson and William Zepeda on the undercard. Oscar agreed. Now, if he sticks to it or not, seeing as though Oscar understands business and Oscar understands that he don't have to go in his pockets, he don't have to dip into his own pockets because Turki Al-Sheikh is going to do that. Oscar understands that he needs Turki Al-Sheikh, right? And so he ain't going to burn that bridge. So Oscar's going to look to make the fight. So the scorecards were close. That made it look like, it wasn't a robbery, but it was a robbery. So Terence Bud Crawford typically responds to fighters that are in and around what's a possibility, a realm of possibility of him fighting him. And Terence Crawford in this situation had zero to say. And that speaks volumes. Terence Crawford, okay, people tried to say his fight with Israel Madrimov was a close fight. Terence Crawford lost his step. He's not the same guy, so on and so forth. You saw that fight last night as I saw that fight last night. And there's no way that you believe that Vergil Ortiz is ready for Terence Crawford. He's just simply not. He's going to get stopped badly by Terence Crawford. He's going to get stopped. Vergil Ortiz is not ready for Terence Bud Crawford, and he's going to get stopped. Terence Crawford didn't even have to respond. And people are going to say, well, Terence Crawford didn't say anything. No, silence is volumes. Silence also speaks. And that's what people don't understand. Silence speaks volumes. Silence at times speaks louder than your actual words coming out. And Terence Crawford's silence speaks volumes, because you best believe he was paying attention, because His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh already got him on the mindset of in the know that they trying to make that fight. So if you think that Terence Crawford wasn't paying attention last night, you outside your mind. You are outside your mind. And Terence Crawford saw that, and he's like, this ain't even worth me responding. If Vergil Ortiz had a dominant performance and looked dominant, Terence Crawford would have responded. But he didn't. And Terence Crawford is like, yeah, okay. Period. And again, His Excellency, you think he just talking about fights for the future with Terence Crawford, Vergil Ortiz? If Terence Crawford is not aware, of course Terence Crawford is aware. He didn't see a need to respond, and that speaks volumes. Vergil Ortiz cannot fight going backwards. Vergil Ortiz is not athletic. Vergil Ortiz is predictable. Vergil Ortiz is going to get stopped. He fight Terence Crawford, and he knows it. Hence the reason why after the fight, when asked about His Excellency saying he wants to make Terence Crawford fight next, and Oscar agreed, he said, oh yeah, no problem, let's do it. I want to test my skills. But immediately 2 seconds later, he said, but I want to fight Sebastian Fundora, Errol Spence winner, because their style suits him better. He knows this. He knows what Terence Crawford represents. He said, I'm the best fighter in the world. And then quickly when Terence Crawford was mentioned, he said, but he's the pound for pound king. Vergil Ortiz is well aware. When he fought Maurice Hooker, Terence Crawford was in the corner of Maurice Hooker with should be two-time trainer, well-renowned future Hall of Famer Brian Bowman McIntyre. When they was training Maurice Hooker, and he fought Maurice Hooker, and he was talking up a fight with Terence Crawford to any and everybody. I'm calling Terence Crawford out right after this Maurice Hooker fight. And then he understood how tough the Maurice Hooker fight was and step up in competition and understand Terence Crawford is 4 levels above that. He quickly changed his tune, because he was the WBO mandatory for Terence Crawford, and he wanted no parts. Plain and simple. So that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button, drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. I'm gone. Peace.